today we'll try to create this hex chart. So basically, it's a map of USA, but in the hexagonal format. And what this visualization is telling is it is basically a migration of people in 2019. And so what we are saying is like we select any state from here, like Alaska. So what? How many people migrated from Alaska to from different places to Alaska? Like Texas, we have around 4.3K. So this is the population that has migrated from Texas to Alaska. So what we did was we color coded the top 5 in a darker color. So all these are top 5. If you hover it, you can see the rank as well. So like Texas is number 1, Florida is number 4. So these are top 5, and the lighter shades are like actually 5 to 10, and remaining are gray in color. So this is what we try to achieve using Power BI. Okay. So we'll try to recreate this dashboard, and after that I will tell you how we can create a custom visual in this. Like instead of hex chart, if we want something custom for our visualization, we can create that as well. Okay, so let's get started. Let me open a new file. So we'll get our data. So we'll get our data from this data world. Yeah. So what we are going to do use is this table, state to state migration table, and state-wise mapping table. Okay, just to get this table, we'll go back to Power BI. So there's two ways we can do it. We can download that Excel file and then connect it to Power BI, or we can directly connect it to the web. So we'll connect to data world. And we'll just copy paste those details. Data. Now we'll connect to the second table as well. This table just have the names and the abbreviation, and this table has the migration data. So if you see, we have all the state name and the population, and if we just go here on the right side, see we can see some states name here as well. So what we'll do, we'll keep name as heading. So we'll just click over any of the columns. We'll use this first row as a header. Okay. So now we have all the states name at the heading. Okay, now we'll do some more data manipulation here. So what I'll do is let me just column, and I will unpivot these. So now we'll have only three columns. So this column I will have state from. So these are all the state from. This column will have state to, where they have moved, and the last column will have the population. So we'll rename these three columns. Population will make it as a whole number. So what we'll do, we have so many errors because there was some text field as well. What we'll do, we'll just replace error with nulls. Okay, now we got that. So next thing what we'll do, we need the abbreviation for all the states. So we'll merge these two tables. But before merging, there's an issue with one of the names. Like we have one name that have more spaces, the District of Columbia. So in the state migration table, it has more than 2 spaces. So what we'll do, we'll just select these 2 columns and we'll go to transform and trim. So it will trim out the extra spaces that we have, and we won't face issues in mapping. Now what we'll do, we'll go to merge queries. We'll select state mapping. We'll map this and this. So these rows are matches. We'll do one OK. And we'll just need abbreviation here. So we can just rename it as we'll repeat the step again, and this time it would be from state 2. Now what we'll do, we'll remove the nulls from here so that we have correct data, and from here as well. Now you can see we have the state movement and what is the population has that moved. And we just need this table in our loading. We don't need this table. We can right click it and enable load. We can uncheck the enable load. So what it will do, it will still the part of Power BI, but it won't come to the Power BI screen. So it would be Power Query only. So we'll just do close and apply.
Swap, so the secondary dataset which you disable the load, will it refresh every time we refresh the workbook?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not refresh the workbook. Like if there's any changes, let me go back here. Yeah. So here what would happen, let's say if you try to refresh this dashboard, the whole dashboard will refresh. But the thing was, this will only be refreshed, like it's a part of included report refresh, but it won't display there.
Okay.
So basically, the loading time of Power BI desktop file will reduce.
Okay, understood.
It will refresh in backend and it will do all the stuff. Basically, all the mapping would work, but it won't load the data to the Power BI desktop. So the size will remain small and the loading time would increase or decrease.
Understood. Okay, got it. Okay.
So we have just this one table here. What we'll do, we'll have to create a custom visual. Like here, the visual that we are using is this one, synoptic panel. This is the visual that we are going to use. Okay, now it is imported, and if I just select this, okay, you can see there's a lot of we have category, subcategory, measure, names. So there's a lot of things that we can do with this map. So right now we're just focusing on the thing that are required for the text mapping. So what we'll do is we'll just take state from abbreviation in the category and the population in the measure. Okay. By doing so, now it's asking us to design the maps. So as of now, what we can do, we can create our own maps and put it in here, or we can just use it from gallery. So right now I'm going to use it from gallery. I will just go to gallery. Then we have two categories, general or country territory. I will go to country territory, and now we'll try to find the hex map. So we have to find. It's not in alphabetic order, so we have to find. Okay, here it is. I will just click over it. Okay, so now it has given me the map. We'll do some more. Basically, we'll just call the data labels here. You can just change the size of it. Okay, position you can just do like middle, and the text size I can increase it to 12. So now this is the map of US and with all the states. So now next thing what we'll do, we'll add our slicer. And we'll the state here. You can make it drop down and we'll make it single select. Okay, as you can see, the Alabama is selected, so it's correct black. Basically, what it's saying is we have the data for all the remaining states, but this state is not matching, because if we see the data from Alabama to Alabama, the value would be null. Yeah, so the population is blank. That's the reason we are not seeing any state there. Oh, sorry, value there. So what? That's why it's blank. So we can color code in system in a different manner. Like as of now, black is okay for me. Like, but if you want to change that color, you can just do to data color, and you can just set the color. For unmatched, what would the color, and for the match, what would be the color? Okay. So we just select any other state, and it will give me all the values. Okay, what is the population that have migrated from this PA to this? So we'll add the state from in the tooltip. So now this hex map is giving us from which state what was the movement to this state. Now what we need to do, get the percent basically rank of every state. So for that, what we'll do is create a table here. State from the population. So these are top 5, and then next we have top 10. So we need to color code it, but the issue is how to select top 5. Like, because these distance would be changing based on the selection. So because of that, we'll create a new measure here. That would be a rank function. So we'll use the rank x function. What we are doing is we are using the rank function. We are seeing basically filter all the records for the calculation except just because we have this in filter. And what we'll do sum of population. You see now all the ranks are 1. Reason being, it's doing it not at the row level, it's doing it at the overall level. So and that's why all the states are rank 1. But what we need this sum function to run for each row. So what it will do is we'll just use a calculate function. And now if we see the ranks, so now we have the proper ranks. Like for California, Texas is the rank 1. We'll select any other state and these ranks will change. Okay. So now what we'll do, we'll use this rank function to color code here. So what we'll do in the state measure, we'll pull our rank function. Now we'll go to states. Okay, so what is we'll put the comparison is greater than equal to, so less than equal to. If it's 5, we'll set a color. You pick any random color. Then if it's 10, for remaining we'll select the color. Okay. So now it will give for all the top 5 the color is this darker green, and for top 10 the color is lighter green. So we have this feature here. Let me just make it more. Okay. Any questions or any doubt on this part?
Sir, one question. So how did you link the hex map with the rank for those color options?
Okay, so here it has a feature called state measure.
Okay.
So whatever value I put in the state measure, here we have this formatting option states. Okay. So what it does what is the comparison that you have to run with the state measure? Greater than, equal to, less than equal to, or
right.
Less than.
Yeah.
So what I did was I just put less than equal to rank 5. So all those states that have a rank 5, they are state A state for me.
Okay.
And I've set the color for those states. Similarly, 10.
Okay. And okay. Understood. Okay.
So this has some special features. Basically, it have a lot of features, but we are just covering the basic part. They have their own documentation that you can use just to understand what all you can do using these maps.
Okay. Is that a public visual, or is it some paid sort of a version?
Some features are public, so they don't, as of now, because I'm using some feature, they are not showing their watermark.
Okay.
Some of the feature would be paid, and if we start using those, it will have their watermark here.
Okay. Understood.
Okay.
Question. So as of now we are in Alabama. That's why that's Alabama hexagon showing black.
Yeah.
So did we assign it somewhere saying please show it black, or is it because there is no data point?
It's by default it's coming as black, but you can do it like this, unmatched color, and you can choose the color.
Okay.
Because Alabama is only the state that doesn't have any population value. That's why it's calling it unmatched.
Okay.
So it gives you the option of removing all the unmatched colors. So default color is gray, and unmatched is by default is showing. Here it's showing white, but it's giving black. You can just change the end to any color, and it will show that color. Okay. So then once we have this, we can just click on, and we can do the same data basically. Color coding on this population map. So I will change this to stack bar chart, and I will remove the rank from here, and we'll go to the data colors. And here we'll set a rule. So it would be a rules. Okay, and we'll use the field as rank function. Now we'll give the values. So if it's less than equal to 0 number, and sorry, it's greater than equal to 0 number, less than equal to 5 number, we'll select any color. I didn't copy the hex code, so I'm just giving a random colors here. Okay, then we'll add a new rule from greater than 5 to 10. We'll give a new color. And the last part is all the remaining ones. So for that, what we'll do is it should be greater than 10 till 100%. So we'll use percent. Okay. So what we are saying, 0 to 5 rank, use this color. 5 to 10 rank, use this color. And for the remaining part, use this color. And we'll do one okay.
The last one is in percentage.
Yeah. So we have got only got this. We can do additional formatting, this title and change all these things. But in the interest of time, I will skip that part and I will tell you how we can create our own custom visual for this map. Okay, so we'll just create a new sheet. So I have created this PowerPoint, and we have these 5 circles in it. If you see. Okay, and I saved a I saved a PNG file here of the same thing, these 5 circles. So what we'll do is go back to PowerBI. If you select things here, okay, just for the time being, I will just rank here. Okay, so it allows you to go to you can design your maps with this website. Perceptive.design. So what we'll do, we'll go to this website. Okay, so here we have Synoptic design. Okay, we'll just click here. You can browse your option. So what I will do, I'll go to browse. I will select my this PNG file and do a get. Let me just save it with another name. Here and we'll select format one. Okay, now we have got our design here. So now if I select this circle, we have selected all of them. Now we'll start naming them. So we have named all the areas. We'll just do the export for PowerBI, and then we'll have to save this image. So save images. Okay, download. Let's keep it download only and save. So now I've saved this SVG file. Okay, just to use this, I will just create a random data. So we'll go to create new table. We'll create a table like just giving the name or body part head. And number 10. Okay, and I will load this data. So we have this data. What we'll do is we'll select column 1 in the category and column 2 in the measure. Now we'll use the local map. So we'll go to download and download here. Click over this. If I hover over it, it will show you the value. Right arm we give the 6 values, the we give the 2 values, head 10. So yeah. So you can create your own custom visual based on your data and you can use it for this visualization. So this is one free feature that is free and that could be helpful for a custom visual if you have to create for any client. Any questions? Okay, so that's all from my side.